Am I back? I think I'm back. We that storm I was saying is so nice to have. So thunder and everything, so great. We just got I thought our neighborhood got hit or something, but there was some lightning and power flickered out for a couple minutes. But it appears that we're back in business. So I can't see where I left off. Well, at least now it's not so freaky hot outside. The rain kind of cooled everything off. That's nice. This is the way wrong brush to be doing that edge with, but rocks doesn't really matter that much. A little bit imperfect. Oh, can't wait for my little wrist pads to get here. Prop my arms up properly. Right now, this is almost perfect. That's why I like this. That's better. Power, kick that light off. Oh no.
It was our neighbor that got our mail.
Oh, is that what happened? smaller brush. Block out that asphalt. Good for the big stuff. Get into that small area. Accuracy anyway. I'll finish up these base coats. Thinner. cotton gloves and an automatic paint rinse station. I have seen that automatic that the rinse station that you're talking about. It's like it's got like the reservoir on one end and then like the little drain hole on the other. Is that the one you're talking about? Because I do kind of want that. You have to tell me about the cotton gloves. I feel like that's just going to make a mess. Really? $10? I have to look into that. Hmm. Like a, like you're an inspector, quality control. Try that. Getting all the big brush stuff done first. I thought that was dirt, but I think that's all supposed to be asphalt. Oh, all right, that's a good idea. I do get kind of sweaty in these nitrile glasses or nitrile gloves. All right, let's trim around the asphalt a little bit. Smaller brush. Yeah, that's good. $8 for 12 pairs. Not bad. Pretty good price. Hanging around all these little fraggles. Getting down in there is a little bit of a chore. Really sorry I'm not chatting. I'm just kind of really focused on getting these pieces of asphalt blocked out. But I mean, overall, these models are not a lot of detail work to do, which is nice. Details are great though. Take a lot of effort. So this is kind of a nice project. I think I'm definitely going to be able to get this done before the over the holiday break, or over the weekend now. Because if I can get these bases done today, tomorrow, I start painting the bodies, the actual turtles, on Saturday. Probably have them finished up on Sunday. I'm not in a super rush, but at the same time, it would be nice just to get this like knocked out real quick. And then next week I can shoot the little video, or I can put the little video together while I'm printing Thanos, or the lantern. I still haven't decided. Kind of want to do the lantern just because I've got a big hole in next to my television, and I've got the Magneto on one side, but the empty slot on the other side's like really messing with my OCD. I feel like I'll kind of want to just go ahead and knock that one out. But I don't know. That Thanos will be rad too. But I'm anticipating problems getting that, making that one printed and then fit in my airbrush box, because he's gonna be gigantic. I don't know how I'm gonna paint that. I don't know if I want to deal with that problem yet. So it may just be the lantern. So we'll cross that bridge next week. See how much I can get done on this. I may be being optimistic. I don't know. Sometimes I get a little lazy streak and just want to stop. But it has been an enjoyable way to pass the time this last couple days. Yeah, that's a good idea. Something bright, something outside of your norm. Yeah, that's always a good technique for, practice. Get better, improve your skills, build up that XP. I had the same thought whenever I did that Luffy statue for a buddy of mine at work for his kid's birthday. I don't usually do brightly colored cartoony kind of stuff, so it was kind of a fun little break to be able to do that. Oh, this has to be. Enough that line, I guess. Little chunks of asphalt mixed in with the dirt. Hard to tell what's what, so I'm just kind of picking some randomly. Oh yeah, like I said, that's nice. Like I said, get you out of your norm, out of your comfort zone. Definitely a good way to, improve on your technique. Well, if you do the LA figures ones, turtles, it seems to go by pretty quick. Also, I increased the size of these. These are about 140% the size of the natural files. So you do them a normal size, you can probably get them done pretty fast. Oh no, oh the C8 files. Yeah, those are a little more ornate. Oh well, something to do. Alright, I think I got all that. Or being way too detailed with this. Doesn't need to be. Yeah, I'm gonna still. Yeah, I haven't gotten to the green skin tone yet. Although I have done a Hulk a couple times, so I'm pretty confident with the. I'll be able to figure out the green. Although it's a little more amphibian, so I'm gonna kind of do a little bit more of a blue green kind of base. This angel green, just to give it a little more of a, you know, amphibian kind of darkness. Just doing rocks here. I can slap this on. Clean my mixing brush out a little bit. That's cool. Yeah, Donatello's my favorite. How long did it take to do the first two? 2 days? Really? That's fast, man. That's crazy fast. I wish I could be that fast. Holy shit. I mean, this is day 4. Well, I mean, with the prep and everything. This is day 4 of these guys. I'm gonna go back and get the edges. Just do big stuff. Around 20 hours per model. That sounds about right. About 20 hours. Still quick. I mean, no joke. Still, that's still really super fast, man. I mean, but also, I only kind of I mainly only get to paint nights and weekends, and during the week, particularly if I have a mentally taxing week, I usually just kind of veg out and don't feel like painting, which sucks because I mean I know that like as soon as I start painting, I'll feel better, or I'll get into it. So I try to live by that 5-minute rule, just like I give myself, I'll try to do it for 5 minutes, and if I'm still not into it, then I'll stop. But usually you just keep going. So that kind of cuts into a lot of my time. That and just life. It always seems like I've got something else going on. So actually having 4 days this weekend to just not have other obligations, to just be able to do this, I'm very excited about. Yeah, right. Yeah, it takes me, I mean, just like I said, between life and everything else going on, like it takes me probably 15 days, like half a month, to do a model sometimes. Like I said, that's just kind of off and on. If I'm really, really like pushing hard to get stuff done, I can do it in about 4 days. Like I can do a nice, nicely detailed model in 4 days. Like I did the what was it? Mace Windu statue from Wicked's Star Wars Patreon, and that took me, I think I did it over like a New Year's or Christmas holiday break, some holiday break, but I tested myself to see if I could get it done quickly, and I got it all done in 4 days. That's busting pretty fast. That's like ignoring my family kind of time, which I don't have that luxury so often. Usually we've got family stuff to do, places to go, shopping, things to buy, things to fix, things to cook, friends, other family, you know how life is. But so yeah, whenever I get an opportunity like where I can have multiple days in a row to do this, I really try to maximize my time. tell where I've painted and where I haven't. I think I went all the way around the rim there. Ooh, Darth Revan. Yeah, that statue's on my list. That's a good one. Yeah, I like Darth Revan's two colored lightsabers and that pose that they have him in, where he's kind of just like walking and holding them. It's a good statue. It's a solid statue for a lot of reasons. I really like Wicked's models too, because they it's enough detail that it's interesting, but not so much that you get tired of painting it. You know what I mean? Like painting super ornate bases sometimes gets on my nerves. On the other hand, painting just like default rocks, I've painted so many rocks. Tired of painting rocks. I think I really do hope that Wicked comes out with a Spawn statue, because I have decided I think I want to Spawn in one of those slots around my TV cutouts. Look at my head on camera. Yeah, I am. That's straight. All right. So these details now. Trim, I should say. Oh. Yeah, I saw that Violator preview email. That looks pretty cool. I don't think I'm probably not gonna print that one. Definitely do a Spawn though. After looking at these guys side by side, like these turtles compared to the size of the space I'm putting them in, I think I'm definitely gonna have to do do a shredder. I might just do a whole set from the LA figures. Do the shredder, the splinter, Bebop, the Rocksteady. I may have to do them all. I got a lot of space up there. Just hope Shredder will fit. I think he's kind of tall. Really? There's no shredder on the CA Studio set? Really? That sucks. Seems like a missed opportunity. Alright. Nobody is going to see those. Red, that's going to be gray. Oh wait, that's all gonna be gray. Confidently without having to shift my hand position. Sometimes I have to think about extra hard about how I'm holding models when I'm painting them. This whole section right here. Oh wait, that's because it's gray. Now I'm going to do those lines in gray. Let's go ahead and do that. London gray is going to be kind of a blue now. I'm going to go with the dungeon gray because it's going to dry darker. Go with the dungeon gray. Then I'll dry brush it with some ash gray later. But just to block out this area of concrete. I want to go with a lighter gray for the mortar between the bricks. We're going to go with this ash. Deck tan. Yeah, I'm using the deck tan for the wraps. It doesn't. It looks really nice. Once I add a wash to it, and then dry brush it back up, it's gonna look good.
Shackled in chains, these veins long for the pleasure and pain. This rain gives me, came for the fix, left with a wrist covered in gold. Became a mold of a stereotypical rap nigga. Poison into my system, the system is like a prison. Lovely land of the free, but this dream is a contradiction. We listen to the media and all them lies they feeding us. Try to silence us in the streets, so we threw graffiti up. Peep the message, I'm restless, working these long hours. Saving up my bread to take back what's really ours. The fight for freedom, that revolution has started. These crooked cops shooting at
Nice.
males like targets. See, this the world we live in. To take back what's given, and think the only way to progress is revert to killing. Spilling blood on the pavement like sacrifices and payment. Gathering clips of knowledge and aiming it at the system. Damn, another black life gone, but they're resurrected in lyrics when I wrote this song. Young kings, beautiful queens slain in broad light. Got me thinking if my color's wrong, how can I do right? Yeah, should I fight or should I fucking fall? Will you watch me die or answer a dying call? I'm small but I can cause a big impact. I just want us all to live in peace, why can't we have that?
go with this off-white for the street lines. I want this white to be like a little patchy looking. You know, it's street. Supposed to be a little beat up. I want it to be like pristine white, you know what I mean? Oh, the ooze coming out of the sewer. Do you have this Citadel Tesseract Glow? This stuff is really good for doing glowing kind of stuff like that. Should give it a shake. I haven't shaken this. Yeah, it's a really good color for doing ooze. Hit it with like you base coat it in white, you know. Then you can do a little, if you want to make the ooze look like it's glowing, hit it with an airbrush, give it like a little bit of a fade around it, you know. And then spray over it with that Tesseract. Sometimes you gotta do an extra coat of the white if you want to make it like stick out a little bit more. But that's a good color for that kind of stuff. I'm going to end up airbrushing around these white areas a little bit of wash, just to kind of wash around the edge, give it a little bit of a gradient. Trying to make this look a little patchy. I just get Jeff Bezos to send me everything. Big. 8 is too big. What about 5? 6 around. 4 is good. Which white do I normally use? I use several different whites. This is an off-white. Obviously, you use deck tan. I've got a cold white when I really need something to be bright white. I've got a cold white. I've got skeleton bone white, which is kind of fun. A little bit of a warmer white. It really just depends on what I need. And then I just got a regular, just default Vallejo white, which is somewhere between the cold and the off. I don't like this too much flex for the top stuff, but I have to go back to 3 for the edges. I really hope that's the sound of a nail gun. Either that or some gangster shit's happening. Moisture brushing it. Figure out where this water's coming from. It's gonna need a second coat, but I got more lines to do. Man, that looks super bright on camera. No, I'm trying to purposefully leave brush strokes in the paint. I can't. But when I don't want to, oh, they're all over the place.
This is just sweat.
Oh, hey, thanks, Veldred. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. That's cool. That makes me feel good to hear. You know, that's awesome. It's a great hobby. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. And yeah, it's cool that you get to have fun with your dad too. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, the Cyclops is pretty good. I enjoyed that statue a lot. Made a lot of mistakes making that one. Holy crap, did I make a lot of mistakes on that one. But it was good learning. It was a good learning experience. Hopefully for me and you both. After I get done with these Ninja Turtles, I'm going to work on. I think I'm going to do the Thanos statue, like a quarter scale Thanos statue. So it's going to be gigantic. That is going to be super fun. Oh, you're gonna see it. Yeah, I'm really super excited. When I had, it's like one of those things. It's like once I had the idea, now I just can't stop thinking about it. Like I know exactly, the shelf I'm gonna put up, and exactly where I'm gonna put it between my two posters. It's gonna be freaking awesome. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. But at the same time, I also need to do a quarter scale Green Lantern, and that one is more in my face than the Thanos. So I think I'll probably do the Thanos. I'm just too stoked by that. I also need to do a Predator for my bearded dragon enclosure. I'm making a little extension on my bearded dragon enclosure to include like a little waterfall, like a ramp and a little waterfall for him. At the top of the waterfall, I want to put a little 1/6 predator statue. Yeah, I would definitely recommend. That's a good approach, Feldred. The like don't start on the ones that you really want to do, like you really want to do a really good job with. Practice on some stuff that you're still going to be happy with doing, obviously, but maybe if you as part of the learning curve, they're not going to be as good as, say, if you wait 6 months, and get some experience under your belt. Highly recommend that. Like, I think I painted my Avengers series probably too soon before I really learned how to do skin tones well and eyeballs well. I should have waited. They're still not bad, but I can tell you what I learned on each and every one of them. Yeah, painting eyes is a little tricky till you get the hang of it. But the only way to do it is the only way to not be scared by it is to just keep doing it, keep practicing, and just remember, it's just paint. You can just paint over it and try it again. I'll tell you what, I wish I would have gotten better at the beginning was painting rocks. If I'd known how many models have like rock bases, I would have learned to paint rocks a lot better, a lot faster. They're not hard to paint, but you can definitely get better effects, better paint effects with different techniques, and there are several different techniques painting rocks. So I used to airbrush them like a solid gray, like one big base coat, and then go in with like different other little piles of paint to kind of splotch them up. Now, I kind of do a mixture of both. I just skip the airbrush and just kind of glob paint on with my brushes because it's supposed to be kind of patchy. Different shades of gray or brown or whatever color rock you're making. Yeah. And in this case, I'm actually trying to leave some brush marks in this white paint to make it look like, a hastily painted road by like a road crew. But this white is staying liquid for too long, and it's like settling. That's smoothing out. It's bad, I guess, but I'm gonna have to go back to another coat anyway. It looks super, super white on camera, but it is not that white in real life, I promise. There we go. Right, New York contractors. Yeah, Sam, I'll check the email out later. I do want to pay. I do have a thing, Fantastic Four set I want to do. I want to do that the whole set from Wicked, the diorama. it's just going to be gigantic. So I'm going to save that project for a later date. I suppose I could always reduce it down, but that's not fun. I'm printing big stuff now. I need a bigger airbrush box. That's another thing I wish I had invested in earlier. Is a decent sized airbrush box, bigger than you think you're gonna need, because it's better to have too much space than not enough space. Let me tell you. Yeah, most of the models I do are from Wicked. These are LA figures. Yeah, so these are LA figures, but most of the models I do are from Wicked. I've been on Patreon with theirs for a couple years, so I have a ton of models from them that I want to do. I'm just doing these because I needed models that were kind of short and squatty, but I could spread out, because I have a cutout above my fireplace that's kind of long and short, and so I think I'm going to put the whole Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set up there. So I think I'm going to do a Shredder and a Splinter and a Bebop and a Rocksteady. I think I can fit all of them in that one cabinet, in that one box. Once I get done with these, I'll see. That'll give me something else to do later on. Yeah, doing eyes are tricky. Have you seen the decal eyes that you can like print out at different sizes? Or not print out, but it comes in a sheet and you apply them like a decal. I've been curious about trying one of those, but I don't know, it feels like cheating. Yeah, Godzilla models. I mean, you have to make a Godzilla model as big as you can, because that's just mandatory. It's fucking Godzilla. But my buddy asked me for a Godzilla. I may have to do one. I just watched that New Empire, or whatever it is, the Godzilla and Kong movie last night. I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm a fan of monster movies, but it's getting a little crazy now. They're running out of ideas. How many times can you tell the King Kong and Godzilla stories, though? They're monsters that fight big monsters. But you didn't need like a hidden nemesis. Sorry, spoiler alert. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm a fan of that new Godzilla movie or not. Alright, I'm gonna finish these up and then I gotta find some dinner. I'm feeling like I'm having a hard time concentrating right now. All I'm thinking about is my belly growling. I think I'm gonna finish this one white stripe and then hang it up. Just for a couple hours. I might come back on, I don't know. See how the night goes. Satisfying stroke. Oh yeah, Godzilla -1. Yeah, that was cool. He was a little. He was. I think they made Godzilla a little dopey looking, but also at the same time, I know it was kind of like a homage to the retro Godzilla. But he did have a kind of a dopey looking face, in my opinion. But yeah, -1 was really good. Didn't it win a bunch of like Oscars or some shit? I think it did. Definitely worth a watch. Got a new episode of The Boys I gotta watch too. Behind on my shows. Well, I suppose that's a good thing. That means I'm doing other stuff. Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. It sucks too because the it's all the King Kong movies are all from Legendary Pictures, and I know the guy that started Legendary Pictures. Like I used to work in the at a .com when he was an investor there, so he was there all the time, and he was an absolute fucking tool bag, and so I have a hard time like watching movies from Legendary Pictures without thinking about that. Curiosity, do you think you'd ever make a video on your setup? I'd love to see what you use for your projects. I mean, maybe. I mean, I could do that. I do need to put some. I think for this Ninja Turtle video, I'm gonna put some affiliate links to some of the stuff because I did just get a new sanding enclosure that I put up and I used for this project the first time, and the new sanding enclosure, that was a huge improvement. Like not having to deal with dust or PPE or anything like that. I have to worry about like wearing goggles and shit hitting me in the eyeballs, and then just dust everywhere. Like I had just resin dust everywhere, and so that enclosure really saved me. So anyway, I mean, I'm not trying to like be like a tutorial guy as far as like, you know, showing you how to do stuff specifically, but you're probably the second or third person, at least the second, maybe even third or fourth person who's asked me about doing more like setup videos, setup tutorial kind of things, or at least just showing how my studio set up. And I get requested to do like videos on doing supports, you know, how to set up support structures for your models and everything. But like I said, I don't feel like I'm an expert on any of that, I do it well enough to print decent models, but I don't know if I'd be doing it well. I don't know if I do it well enough to direct other people. Yeah, I mean, I definitely, yeah, because there are things like this little like this little paint shaker over here in the top right hand corner of your screen. That is a test tube. It's a test tube mixer from a lab, but that thing to put your paint bottles on to mix them up, freaking love that thing. And I've got a ball vise in the top left hand corner of your screen. That ball vise, for like stability purposes and painting small things like eyeballs, especially when you get old and you don't have the steadiest of hands. That ball vise is great. And so yeah, I need to list out all my stuff. You're right. I need to do that. You're encouraging me to do that. So before I do my turtle video, I will update my junk. I also have a pen sander. The pen sander I have is awesome. Highly recommend that. But yeah, I got a lot of toys. Yeah, Sam, I can't pronounce it, but yeah, that's that little pen sander, the ESP, I think, ES-P. It's got little round sanding foam discs on the end. Not the flat triangle one that just that one. The one I use is more like a Dremel with like a little sanding pads on the end, little sanding discs, and you can really get it. It just obliterates supports. Like you just touch them, and it speeds up the sanding process quite a bit. Sanding's always a pain in the butt anyway, but that pen makes it actually kind of enjoyable. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I use that sanding pen now just for a lot of stuff because you can actually, it looks small, but you can cover so much ground with it because it has a lot of torque. Like it's not like a nail polish. Like I started off with one of those nail polishers from like a nail salon. It's basically like a small pen rotary tool, but it did not have the power that I needed for hobbying. I'm sure it's fine for fingernails, but yeah, this ESP one is super nice. So yeah, anyway, I will put a list of all the stuff that I use on my channel. And actually, I think I'll set up. My wife's like, "You need to set up an affiliate store on Amazon," and I was like, "She doesn't sound like that, but you know what I'm saying." So I need to do that too. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that this coming week. This is going on kind of thick. I can definitely tell I'm losing my patience because I'm letting this stuff slide when I shouldn't be. Yeah, Sam, for the sanding pad coming off the foam, if you push too hard, it'll do that. You got to lighten your pressure. At least that's what works for the little small round ones. I don't know about for the flat one, but all right. Let's see. I'm starting to run out of juice. I'm gonna hit that Dungeon Gray one more time though. Oh yeah, you're right. Do a studio tour as a short. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. I because the first time I used that the round sanding foam things, I was going through those pads like every 10 minutes or something like that. I was like, I got to be doing something wrong. And yeah, you just really just lightly sand it. Somebody explained to me it's like you got to give the sanding paper like the stuff that you're stripping off. You got to give it some space to leave to like exit. So that's why you just want to lightly kind of uh, touch it. Give it a little bit of space in there. But I hope that helps because now mine will go for multiple projects at a time. See, I had a problem with the with it working wet. Like it works okay. I mean, the sanding part goes, but I felt like the adhesive broke down faster when it was wet. I mean, as far as sanding quality goes, you're right. I mean, it's still just as good. But I felt like it was shortening the usage a bit. Because that one, it couldn't. It seemed like no matter how much pressure or light or not, it was. I was still going through pads when I was wet when I was using them as a wet sander. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I got this new enclosure. Was because I wanted to dry sand using that new pen, that sanding pen. Because yeah, that thing's got so much torque, man. It just kicks up dust. It's fantastic. But it's not as heavy as like a Dremel, but has the same sort of like feel and torque to it, I guess. Sides too much. By the time I add some weathering to this, matter. Second coat of this because I'm a little peaked. When I go back and dry brush it with something a little lighter, probably like the ash gray. Oh, poop. Touch up that white. about dinner time. I'll finish this white though. Oh, I gotta deep clean these brushes. Got some dry paint in there. That is no bueno. Go back and repaint these little pebbles. All right, that is good enough for now. Time to find some foods. And yeah, I think I'll be back on this tomorrow. Hopefully earlier in the day. Got stuff to do tomorrow night, so but hopefully I can get going a little earlier in the morning, or at least around middle of the day. Throw 3 or 4 hours at it tomorrow. Yeah, it's starting to look good. Starting to get some life happening. Gotta paint that metal. Gotta set these up a little bit. Yeah, it's gonna look good, I think. Yeah, Sam, I'll check it out. I will chat with you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.